Hi, everybody. Welcome to GameGO Podcast, a podcast where we talk about video games and whatever the hell else we feel like talking about. I'm H8BitHero.
I'm Sonorith.
And we are GameGO.
Yes, we are. And you remembered your introduction this
Yeah.
time. All right. Hey, guys. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day, good week, good month. It's the end of February, and we are talking about the DICE Awards.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Zelda Breath of the Wild surprised nobody by winning Game of the Year, and they also won an outstanding achievement in game design and game direction. And I think it's all rightfully deserved. They took, and Adventure Game of the Year, actually. So 4 big awards from the DICE Awards.
Just freaking thank God. And they all feel well-deserved.
Yeah. Yeah. Lone Echo and Echo Arena received the Immersive Reality Technical Achievement and Immersive Reality Game of the Year.
I know nothing of these titles.
I looked at Echo Arena. It looked like some sort of 3D space, like Blitzball almost, but in just zero gravity instead of water.
Okay.
It was, I'm not sure if that, I don't know.
Cool.
Mobile Game of the Year went to Fire Emblem Heroes.
Really?
Right?
Oh, wait. We're talking about the iPhone one, right?
Yeah, mobile.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I don't know why I would be confusing it with Warriors.
The Switch one? Or
The Switch one and kind of accidentally combining it with... what was the other Warriors game that came out? Zelda?
Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors. I was thinking something like that.
Oh, those games are fun, but I guess. No, yeah, but I mean, even this, I'm not crazy about. I mean, what's Monument Valley 2 came out this. Well, I don't know if it's in the timeline for these
Not
awards.
to say anything bad about like really good, or really good mobile games, but I can't take them seriously still after as long as they've been out. I've given them tries. My phone is an effing phone, not a game device.
No, there's good games though, and I don't know. Fire Emblem Heroes. I think the gachapon stuff bothers me, where it's like you can win. Certain
just
characters.
Anything that's just the random lottery of a bunch of different characters in there, and that's how you end up really winning is when you get a really nice 5-star one. That's yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, DICE Sprite Award went to Snipperclips, and they also won Family Game of the Year. Strategy game. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. I didn't expect Snipperclips to. It was great. We played it.
It was so
fun as hell.
Yeah.
I guess this isn't a game about sales though. So
yeah.
This isn't an award about sales. So I guess that does make sense.
Yeah. Strategy Game of the Year went to Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Wow.
I mean,
Nintendo.
Yeah,
Not Nintendo. Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. RPG of the Year was Nier Automata.
Nice.
Which I think Persona 5, some people felt that was a bit of a slight, but I mean, I've heard great things about both games.
Need to play them both, yeah.
Yeah. Racing game went to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which as a re-release, I don't know how I feel about it, but I mean, I don't know how many other racing games there were that really were good. So
I feel like there should be 2 different racing categories.
Simulation
and arcade.
and
okay. This is not the best racing game out there. This is an amazing and fun racing game, but it is a very arcadey racing game that should not be compared to stuff like I don't know if Forza is still happening, but it should not be Formula 1 comparison.
Yeah, but again, I don't know if those games all came out in the last year, so this might have been like this or Need for Speed Payback or whatever it was.
Which none of those are like
didn't do well anyway though.
Yeah. Well, not the ones that have that crazy, gimmicks to them. The ones that are pure racing tend to be good.
Okay. Fighting game went to Injustice 2, which I've heard amazing things about. Action game went to PUBG, which I agree with because I've been playing a lot of that. And they also won Outstanding Achievement in Online Play.
For what?
I think just the whole 100 people in a match.
Okay. There's a lot of people who have a lot of...
They've also broken a lot of records for concurrent players.
Okay.
Like in millions, yeah. They broke Dota 2's record, and I think they still hold it.
That had it for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially considering Dota 2 is a free-to-play game, and this is like $30.
All right. I can see that does sound reasonable. There's a lot of YouTubers that I had seen that do have legitimate complaints about PUBG, and it's like I'm very, very like in line with them, but not. I don't know.
It's not a perfect game, but damn, it's fun. Outstanding technical achievement went to Horizon Zero Dawn, and outstanding achievement in story also went to Horizon Zero Dawn. That game, the story and the characters are damn good. I talked about it in one of the earlier episodes of the podcast, and if you want to hear me gush about it, go find it, because, man.
When that came out, it was getting comparisons to Breath of the Wild, and I feel like I want to play this one to get the story that I didn't out of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, the story for this is great, I think. The only difference is because I was playing these around the same time. I started playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I got Zelda, and then I left this one for a bit and had to come back to it because you can't paraglide off of things. So a few times I just died.
Yeah.
Or you can't climb up every, wall like you could in
Right.
Zelda. It's there's similar games with just different directions, and it feels like this one's stunted a lot, but it does a lot of things really well. So that comparison is not a fair one. Outstanding achievement in sound design went to Mario Odyssey, which I don't have a problem with at all. Yeah, did you know all the sound effects in the game are changed to fit the key of whatever song is playing?
What?
Yeah.
So like the coins are gonna sound all different depending on the
Slightly,
song?
yeah.
That's amazing.
So that
I
is
didn't know
all-
that, and that's effing
Yeah.
awesome.
Same thing with like the buzzing if you're using the electric wires.
The
Well, I
notes
think
that
even
it
just
does.
a zin, 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 that
It
noise.
it has a
Yeah,
it
those
does a chord
little-
progression.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that chord progression is in the key of the songs, which
Yes.
is just amazing.
I mean, and besides all that, the game is just so good.
That was a near perfect 10 out of 10 that
Yeah.
game.
Outstanding achievement in original music composition went to Cuphead, which should come as a surprise to nobody.
To nobody,
Yeah.
right?
They also won 2 other awards, one for outstanding achievement in art direction and
Obvious and animation.
Animation, yeah.
Awesome.
which, damn, I can't.
If anybody else got it, it would have to be.
Oh man,
You can't beat the work that went into that game, man.
yeah. There's no, yeah, I don't know. It's good that they won all these like artistically leaning awards because they put years and years of work into that game, and damn. Outstanding achievement in character went to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and I still need to play that game. I think it's like $20. So
Which one is that? That's not
Hellblade?
ringing any bells at all.
it's a game about like mental disorder and stuff.
That's Hellblade, the one with the she has blue paint on her face, right?
I think so.
You're playing as a girl who her boyfriend died, right?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
I just remember that the game kind of tricks you a little bit, and there's a lot about how I think it portrays mental illness.
The voice actress was like she was just another like animator on the team, right?
She was like, yeah.
Yeah, she's not a voice actress. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the game. This is the same game. I need to get on that.
Yeah. Anyway, those are the awards. I think that's it. I don't think there were more. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like they had a freaking amazing year this time. I mean,
None of those games sound. I mean, I think Mario Kart is the only one I can disagree with.
yeah.
But all of those. Oh, Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just seems like you're not a fan of mobile in general as far as gaming.
But I mean, also, I think there are better games out there
Okay.
on mobile anyway. I played Fire Emblem Heroes, and yeah, it had that whole, like you said, the lottery thing to it, as well as watered down Fire Emblem gameplay.
Yeah.
It's just you can totally do regular Fire Emblem gameplay on this. Why is this out? But yeah,
I think the mass appeal would not have been there if they had gone into the complexities of the series main entries. Because this one is very simple. It's like
yeah,
you
that's why it was watered down. Yeah.
which yeah. I mean, it's not for me, same as you, I guess. But yeah, apparently it's popular. So, Fortnite Season 3 has launched. I did not know they were doing a season thing until
Now?
I found out about this. Until just this moment. No, last year they had some medieval skins, and that was kind of the theme for the season. This year they're doing space. So
Okay.
if you buy their battle pass, it's like a season pass kind of thing, just for like 9 weeks, I think, of battle royale. You immediately get like an astronaut skin.
Okay.
You also get access to challenges, and if you rank up, you can earn other emotes and skins and V coins, which is their like real money currency. I bought it because I was enjoying Fortnite a lot, and it turns out that if you do stick to it and you level up as much as you can earn enough V coins to buy the next season pass or whatever, like just without spending any more money.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll try that.
You can legitimately earn the stuff that they also offer up to pay.
Well, yeah. And so if you level up enough, you don't have to buy the next one. You can just spend your money on that and
Right.
your in-game money. So I'm gonna try to do that. I guess the previous rank cap was 75, and now they've moved it up to 100. So there's just more rewards that they can throw in there. And if you get to level 100, you get like a John Wick outfit
Nice.
for some reason. They also added a hand cannon.
Who
which
doesn't like John Wick?
Some people don't, but yeah, it looks cool. It looks like him. It's got the beard and the long hair and the black suit or whatever. It's pretty cool. They've also announced solid gold mode, where all the weapon drops are gold tier epic weapons. So, did you play Fortnite at all ever?
I only got to give it so much of a try, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, no, because that was Paladins, not Fortnite.
Oh wow, yeah,
I downloaded it, and then I meant to play it and try it out with people on from the stream,
yeah.
but I just never ended up getting to that.
It's fun, but specifically here I'm talking about because the weapons drop in tiers, or you can find them in tiers. So like a gray weapon is like the very basic shotgun and assault rifle and pistol.
Okay.
If you get like green or blue, it does a little more damage, and there's a better chance it's gonna have like a stock. I mean, not a stock, a scope on it or a silencer on it.
Some other kind of attachment.
Exactly. So the gold ones are the ones that have like the scopes and all the attachments and do the most damage.
Okay.
And so in this mode, every single weapon is gold tier.
How is it different outside of that? How is it different from just playing regular?
It's just all the weapons are going to be stronger.
So, do you earn them and keep them? Do you
No,
find them and
no,
keep
every-
them? Okay,
every
so it is
match you have
per
to find
round.
them,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, all right then. This makes more sense to me now.
Yeah. Grenade and rocket launchers are also gold, but now you're only going to be able to find them in supply drops, which you'll see a parachute dropping and you have to rush over to get it, but then everyone else sees it too.
Yeah, that's
so-
the risk with those.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you receive more materials when you're breaking down like wood or stone or metal, and they're more sturdy because all the weapons do more damage, so they don't want you to be able to destroy something with a few shots. And this is only squad based, so you need some people or you can match you up with randoms. But yeah, this is not a thing to go solo into, or you shouldn't, because 4 people with nice guns versus you with nice guns is usually
Not
going to
gonna
end
go
with
well
you
for you.
dead. Yeah. Speaking of new content, Monster Hunter World, the quest for Aloy's gear starts tomorrow, and you have until March 15th to earn it. That's like 2 weeks and a day or two, and I will be doing that tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, the description says that it's a giant Anjanath you're going to be fighting, which is like a T-Rex monster with fire breath, and I don't know how much bigger it is than it's going to be than like a normal Anjanath because they're already
Because
kind of big.
they are already quite large.
But everything I've seen says a giant Anjanath, so I'm hoping it's like this monster that
A
you have to
titan
like
of a beast.
take down. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, and I'm gonna be doing that. You do have to finish the quest multiple times though to get enough materials to make the Aloy costume and bow. So hopefully you find a group or you figure out how to do it on your own consistently, because it's probably gonna be tough. If you missed the previous content, like the little Palico outfit, producer Ryoto Sugimoto, he confirmed that event quests like this and the Palico gear, they're going to be rotating. So if you miss it this time, it'll eventually come back around. But I mean, obviously this is the best time to get it just so you can kind of check it off. Don't have to worry about it later. And I think that's true for the Ryu quest too, and Sakura for the Street Fighter.
Game makes me want to play it more and more. The game, the game and the announcements themselves make me want to play it more and more.
Yeah, do it.
There's still a lot of other stuff I gotta tackle and freaking backlogs.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's exciting. I'm going to be playing that tomorrow. I took a small break from it. I got to the final monster, I think, of the story, and I'm like, all right, I just need to like breathe a bit and play some other games. So I'm probably going to get back in that tomorrow and beat the story, get the costume, and I think there's even more stuff after that though, like outside of the story. So much to do. ESRB has announced that they will be labeling games that contain in-game purchases. This includes DLC, season passes, loot boxes, any microtransactions. They're gonna have a label on physical games, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. People want the government to get involved, which I don't think is the right call for this kind of thing, especially because if they're gonna be regulating something like this, it's gonna be an overreaction, I think.
I feel ESRB has been handling the ratings before fine, and it's great because it's not a government or federal thing, so it's another really, really big step that we remove from the entire process. Getting the government, I feel that when people want the government, quote unquote, involved, they just really want like just a governing body, not necessarily the actual government. Like the ESRB would be great for this because they are meant to educate parents before anyone else. And when you're not all that savvy about games and what they're going to include on them, I think these are really great labels to put there.
Yeah. The problem is though, like now they have representatives in like Hawaii and I think Rhode Island trying to pass legislation that's gonna prohibit sale of games like these to like people under 18.
Okay.
So like little Timmy's not gonna be able to play Rocket League or something
because it has DLC
exactly,
in it. Because I understand, and that's exactly what I mean. Like, no, we absolutely do not need the government and like a bunch of misunderstanding people to put into place these things that take forever to get repealed.
Yeah. They already are very outspoken about how they think video games cause violence.
Yeah, anybody on that side of the argument needs to get out of the argument entirely.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's an update, and hopefully that's enough to keep everyone out of off our backs, I should say. Xbox One S Sea of Thieves bundle is going to be coming to stores March 20th when the game releases, and it's a 1S, which I find a little confusing. Like, if I'm going to buy an Xbox this late, it would just be an X. So I kind of wish they would make it that instead. It's going to be $300 US, and it's going to be a terabyte, the hard drive. And you'll have code to download Sea of Thieves and a month of Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold. So you can play with your friends. The thing that I'm confused about, too, is that it includes a month of Game Pass, which the game is included on there anyway. So, I mean, like, why do you need to download the game itself when you can just pay $10 a month for it to play it all you want? So, I mean, I just buy an Xbox One, get the Game Pass for $10 a month, and now you have Sea of Thieves. The Xbox Live Gold is another thing, but, I mean, again, that's only a month, so you're going to have to buy, like, a year or so, like, at some point. Just a weird decision to make this bundle. But yeah,
I mean, people are making a big deal of Sea of Thieves.
Exactly,
Sea of Thieves, but I didn't think it was gonna be. I don't think anyone sees it as a system seller necessarily. Is it exclusive to Xbox One also?
I think PC also.
Okay, so then that's another massive reason not to make a bundle like this.
The problem is that like including it on the Game Pass is perfect. This is a community game. You need to play with other people to make your ship run right. You know? And so including it on the Game Pass is great because everyone who has Game Pass is going to be able to try this. And even if not everyone loves this, you still have a lot of people that are trying it, and I'm sure some of those are going to stay in the game because it's fun. So, like, just the idea that you're selling it doesn't make sense to me, like, because it's on the Game Pass.
Right.
I can't, like, I don't know. It's like
if you buy a movie, weird redundant thing.
Yeah, it's like it's like this movie you like. If you buy it, it comes with a month of Netflix, but the movie's on Netflix anyway. Just get the Netflix, watch the movie, and then you have a month to watch other stuff. Even if you're just buying the 1 month. I don't know.
I was gonna say, well, the difference there is that you get the whole Netflix library. That's like if you only ever wanted to watch that one movie, then your analogy becomes perfect.
Well, because it's almost the same price anyway.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
for like a DVD or Blu-ray versus a month of
Oh, I
Netflix.
understand now what you mean. Okay.
So I just
I get you.
Anyway, Metal Gear Survive is kind of making the rounds a bit because it's not. Yeah, it's not great.
That game in a nutshell.
Apparently, the game is very tedious, but the reason that people are talking about it is because somebody found a hidden message in the game, in the story. There's a point where you're looking at a clipboard with a bunch of soldiers' names on it, and they're all using code names, like Ravenous Fox or something. And only some of the soldiers have last names. Let's see, like 10 of them. And so they're highlighted on the clipboard, and if you look at the first letter of their last names, it spells KGP forever.
Oh, okay.
Which
the first letter of everyone is an anagram?
Yeah, it's Kojima Productions Forever. And the general belief, I think, is that this wasn't like a team effort. Somebody just snuck this in because they miss having
any dignity.
Kojima, like whatever happened shouldn't have happened. Kojima was basically ousted from Konami, and he was even banned from like receiving an award at the Game Awards.
Yeah,
remember that? Yeah. So, I mean, kudos
it's a
to this
beautiful
person.
way to treat the guy who is basically why you can afford to run a company.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever did this, I think, wishes that hadn't happened and knows that he's being mistreated or was mistreated. But hopefully this person doesn't face any negative repercussions, because it is just a nice little, not everyone here hates you, obviously.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. We just wanted it back to the good old days.
Yeah.
That really sucks, man. Like, this, I was calling it from the get-go, man. This is just, nope, it's gonna... And you were saying, yeah, you might want to give it a chance. It looks like it could be fun. Did you watch the Donkey video?
Yes.
Did you watch the Donkey video with all that stabbing gameplay?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Repeat animation. 1, 2, 3.
I think it was just
Repeat
1,
animation.
2, wasn't it?
No, it's a 3-hit.
Okay.
He would stab forward, stab overhead for some dumb reason, and then stab, do a twist and stab backward.
Okay. Yeah, so... Metal Gear Survive, whether you hate it or love it, there are people working on it that unfortunately are caught in the middle of everything that happened.
Yeah.
And it sucks that they got put on this project
which is just
not doing great.
Such a throwaway idea onto a non-throwaway franchise. I hate that.
Yeah.
Then again, these are the same guys who are trying to make a big deal out of including Pyramid Head and freaking Bomberman R.
Hey, that's cool.
I can't wait to play as Richter Belmont in the game that nobody's playing.
Or Vic Viper, the Gradius ship.
Was that in there too?
Vic Viper, yeah.
Good God, man.
Anyway, moving on. Nintendo will now allow user reviews on their website.
Oh no.
Well, hold on. So you have to go to Nintendo's website. You have to have played the game on your account for 2 hours if you want to write a review for it. It has to be a minimum of 50 characters, so you can't just say it sucks or something horribly derogatory, as a one-word thing.
Right.
And they will be moderated. So
However,
if you're putting inappropriate stuff there, it's going to probably get taken off. They did state that they're not going to be removing negative opinions. So, if you think the game is bad, that's fine. That's your opinion, as long as you're not, cursing and, being explicit in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Not being a complete and utter, degenerate troll.
There you
Damn
go. What you said sounded like yeah. Anyway. And spoilers. I think they said you can mark spoilers so it covers it. So if you don't do that, then it's probably going to get removed. But yeah, they just announced it and I think it's live now, but I don't think there are any reviews up there yet. So.
I like this idea, except that if you're going to put... damn it. There are some games that are 4 hours long that means you're playing 50% of the game. If it with a 2-hour limit or the 2-hour gate, I kind of wish it was a little higher if you're going to leave a review about it.
I mean, I would make it a per game basis, because a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, you probably need to sink 5 to 10 hours into that before you really get a grasp for everything. But a game like you said that is 4 hours.
Celeste is probably a 5-hour affair. Maybe even less.
Yeah, with 2 hours, I think you have a pretty good idea of what the game is.
Yeah, that is half the game almost. But then, yeah, like you're saying, on something like Breath of the Wild, or imagine if Xenoblade Chronicles is 60 plus hours,
Yeah.
2 hours is 1/30th of that
You
experience.
probably just finished like the second tutorial
Right?
after 2 hours.
Yeah, considering how long that game is and how many systems it has to teach
Yeah.
you.
I wonder how many reviews are going to just say the tutorial's too long and then that's it. Um, yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Because I have wanted a way to rate on there, and I don't think there has been any way.
Right.
So it'll be nice to see what floats to the top from people actually trying the hundreds of indie games that get released every Thursday, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Pokemon Ghost. That's just a working title. No, Ghostbusters. If you like Pokemon Go but you hate Pokemon and you love Ghostbusters, there's a game coming for you.
No.
It's a Ghostbusters AR game. Yeah.
Now I have to make a gif of them beating the crap out of Slimer.
Um,
Let him die.
the game will feature ghosts from the movies.
He literally already is dead.
Yeah. The ghosts from the movies, games, comics, TV shows, and theme parks. I'm not sure what theme parks they're referring to. And it will also feature new and unique ghosts. There's no release date or anything yet. It's just a teaser. You're going to be able to capture and shoot ghosts with your proton pack or whatever. And yeah, like you're saying, Slimers and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man maybe are the only ghosts that I would recognize offhand.
Yeah, it says also new and unique ghosts. Yeah, you better. You can't.
Well, to be fair, like, okay.
You have absolutely no right ringing the hell out of whatever usability those two particular ghosts still have.
There are a lot of cartoons that were awesome when I was younger. Real Ghostbusters, Extreme Ghostbusters. And there are current comics that people are huge fans of. I playtested a board game for Ghostbusters 2. That was really cool.
Really?
But the guy was pulling, like, ghost material for, like, items and ghosts and other weapons from, like, even the comic books. And I was like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's from this one issue, where, etc. And I'm like, there's a lot of Ghostbusters lore. And if somebody is a huge fan, then there is something here. If you just like the movies, or just the first one, or maybe two, the second one wasn't great. I don't know why everyone was freaking out about the new one. Anyway, yeah, maybe it's not for you, but I'm gonna download it and try it just to see, what it is, because Pokemon is fun for a bit, and then you're catching another Rattata for the 100th time.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing. The fun in that one becomes like going out and finding the particular rare ones, but you're not doing something new every time.
Yeah.
The
raids were fun, I think.
I'm wondering what this game is going to be like, if it's going to just replace or try to replace Pokemon with ghosts.
Yeah, we'll see.
My hate sense is tingling on this one. My hate sense is tingling really hard.
Right.
Let me know.
You know what? I have a friend who is a huge Ghostbusters fan. He's a coworker at the comic shop, so I will ask him about it, and I'll get back to us next week. Because, yeah, I mean, this is probably a dream come true for him.
I'm like, I would be interested in his opinion if he's a fan and knows a lot about the lore.
Yeah.
Versus your opinion as someone who's coming in open-minded, and then I wanna try it as someone who's coming in as a very critical game mechanic centric person.
Yeah. All right, that's a good idea. I'll ask him and we'll find out. Final Fantasy 15. They are releasing a Royal Edition on Tuesday, actually, next Tuesday. And it comes with the first season passes DLC and multiplayer expansion. And I think it's going to be $60. So it's just kind of like a Game of the Year edition. But they also were talking about future content for like a roadmap. And they apparently have like 4 more episodes of stuff planned.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this game is not going to stop being a thing until like 2019. If that. I mean, they just released the Pocket Edition. Did you see that?
No. Oh, yeah, where it bridges a
chibi.
lot of the stuff, right?
No. They're chibi characters.
Not only that, but it abridges the
yeah.
the main story beats and stuff, along with the with some of the gameplay. It basically is the same game presented in a streamlined mobile mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think yeah.
It's interesting to see that.
It was weird, like how much they put into making sure it's similar.
Yeah.
The only thing is they took out Florence and the Machine's Stand By Me at the beginning of the game, and that scene was cool, and I wish it was still there, but it's not. So that sucked. Anyway, yeah, so the game's going to continue releasing things until next year, 2019. And I think they said there's going to be a new season pass. So, I mean, whether or not you hate it, that's...
I still didn't get through even the regular main single player of it.
Right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That game was... It was great to see Final Fantasy get, a contemporized treatment.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's, like, a million holes in the story. And, like, why the hell is a prince traveling around on his own like this and not
wasn't
being
on his own.
flown around and, like...
He had 3 friends.
No, okay.
Like brothers.
All right, well, where's B? What's B? You don't...
What?
You started with A,
No.
and then presented
Did
1
I say
point.
A? I didn't. No, I said... No, anyway, I said he wasn't alone. He was traveling with his friends. And, I mean, at the time, wasn't the kingdom just peaceful as hell? Like, it didn't really seem like...
It might have been, but in any case, like, you're gonna have a bunch of royal guards on the next guy to take the throne should the dude at the throne die.
It seemed like more of a formality. Like obviously he has power, but it just didn't seem like... Yeah, like you're right. There weren't a bunch of guards and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. But, yeah, if you like the game, there's more. And honestly, I don't blame them for, like... I saw somebody complaining that they're milking this game. And it's like, you know how long this game took to come out?
Yeah, this is the game they're gonna be working on for a while. They're gonna be throwing stuff out. They're not gonna throw another annual game out. They're going to update the hell out of this one.
Yeah. You put 10 years into this, and I don't think you can walk away from it saying like, well, it's out, and that's all we're gonna worry about it from now on.
That is weird. Like, I need to look into that. Is like how much development time, or what is the development time compared to the support time after release? Like Lawbreakers, dude. I think that game is already dead.
Yeah, no, that game. I saw somebody posting a stat that said like there were like 9 people online as a peak.
Yeah,
that's not enough to make a single match.
Yeah, and that's not even enough to make a match. Oh damn, that sucks. But like, how long was that game in development versus how long it took for it to like die?
Hopefully not long.
Yeah, yeah. I'm wondering like how much that affects AAA titles with things like this when you're trying to plan for how much longer it should survive.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. It's coming to PC also on Tuesday, and if you pre-order it, you get a Gordon Freeman skin.
That is absolutely inappropriate.
Yeah.
I am not okay with this that it's official.
Half-Life
Gordon Freeman belongs in other weird games only through means of mods. And that you leave that up to the freaking players and the modders.
If ramen can be in the game, Gordon Freeman can too.
How dare you put those two on the same ground?
You can't spell ramen without Freeman, so.
No.
Yeah.
You're missing an A, aren't you?
R-A-M-E-N.
Is it M-E-N, not M-A-N?
I think it's M-E-N.
It's not ramen?
No, it's ramen.
Ramen.
Anyway, yeah, it's weird, but I don't care. Like, that's fine. It's a weird thing that they did.
I love to eat me some ramenif.
I didn't say it was the whole name. I just said you need it. All right, well, that's the news for the week. We had a little more this time, thank goodness. But yeah. What have you been playing?
I mean, things actually happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. What are you playing?
I'm playing a couple of different games. So I saw the title or the front cover of End is Nigh. Then I also saw it's like generally lower price versus everything else. Checked it out. Had no idea that it was from the same guy who did Binding of Isaac. Pretty, I think that guy is pretty well known by now.
And Super Meat Boy.
Those aren't the same guys, are they?
Yeah.
Is it?
Did you not? This is like a sequel to Super Meat Boy. Did you not realize that?
No, I had no idea.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, all right. I had no idea on that.
If you put Super Meat Boy's eyes on Isaac, they look the same.
Shut up.
All right, well, the more you know, right?
Well, anyway, I'm playing The End is Nigh, and it is also, well, I mean, as well as being apparently a sequel, Yeah, it plays very much like any of those games. I was comparing it to Celeste, Super Meat Boy, obviously. Any of those games where it's like you're gonna die a billion times trying to figure out just how to get from one end of the screen to the other, along with the collectibles that it has within every screen. It is a damn good game. It is just like I got hooked on Celeste, started playing it, and just from beginning to ended it. Um, this game I did maybe 5 or 6 levels worth. I think next time I pick it up, I'm gonna just plow right through it. It's pretty damn awesome. The weird thing is when you're like grabbing a ledge, that's what propels you the furthest outward in the opposite direction,
Yeah,
as opposed to maybe like running really fast and taking a sprinting jump.
that
That's
is actually
not
weird when you think about it.
Yeah, that is it's not intuitive, but you very much have to change your thinking because like within a couple of minutes into the game, it is expecting you to not master that thing, but use it regularly already. It doesn't really it's not crazy difficult at first, but it's also not being very nice or forgiving to you, but I mean, they're quick like 10-second game loops per screen. You try something, you die or you don't, and then you get to the next screen.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, pretty friggin' awesome. And I like the intro. The intro right away is pretty damn funny. He does a lot of cursing, letting you know that this game is
not for kids.
yeah, it looks funny and zany, but it is. I mean, the story is you're the last survivor of the apocalypse. So this little guy Ash, he's playing his game console, and the last game he has that actually works goes to crap. He starts cursing up a storm and like freaking out, and he's like, "Well, looks like I gotta go actually find a friend." That's the point of the game is he's gonna go make one. He's looking for parts to make a person.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
along the way you're collecting tumors. It's
Oh
weird.
no.
But it's weird. It is definitely a way more mature sense of humor, but good God, it is also adorable when he's talking like yeah, he's a little bit vulgar, but he's also just as nice or sweet as any other likable, charming character. Um, Although he does look kind of grotesque and disgusting too. He's just a black blob with one eye missing and an angry, determined. He's got a face.
He has
Um,
expressions.
I've been. I also did Resident Evil Revelations 2. I got like 3 hours in on that game on the first chapter,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's a lot better than I was expecting it to be. It's still got the same gameplay from Resident Evil Revelations 1, where it's not exactly co-op, but you have an AI controlled partner at all times that you can switch between. They really fell in love with that idea once
Yeah,
they
from
did
zero.
0. Um so yeah, kind of like 6 and or 5 and 6 where you have a partner, and then Resident Evil Revelations 1 you always have a partner. You can switch between them in this one. I don't know that you could do that in Revelations 1. Um
So you were telling me I should have gotten the game too?
yeah, well, I mean there's also a raid mode that is online, and that one is online co-op at all
Oh,
times.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that mode, I mean this game's shooting in this game and the enemies in the game, the way they move and avoid your cursor, it's just fun as hell. It feels very it's a and the presentation is just super movie-esque. Like with the updated graphics and all that for the HD port, it just looks really like any other full AAA Resident Evil. It's trying to like do that much for the scares and the jumps and the cinematics.
Cool.
So it's really nice to play something that feels this polished. I guess it's been a little while outside of like Resident Evil 7, which is, almost a fucking perfect game. Um, it's really cool to play a game like this where it's just as gamey as it is Resident Evil-y. I should stress though, action Resident Evil, not old school.
Oh, okay.
Not the old school PS1
Like
era.
5, not 4 or 3 or 2 or 1.
One, two, and yeah,
Because
exactly.
4 was still creepy.
Four was creepy, but that was the demarcation where they started doing the third behind the
Over the
shoulder,
shoulder.
following you,
Yeah.
and turning it into a bit more action.
Yeah, because 5 at the end of that one, you're like punching a boulder in a volcano. Yeah, that game's. It was
Man,
fun as hell, but damn, was it stupid.
it took a turn. It took quite a turn on realism.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey Balloon World is it's it's a very very welcome idea. As are any more. I want to see more out of Mario Odyssey. I want them to throw in so many more ridiculous just modes. I mostly want to see something that puts me next to another person at the same time. I want to be able to play with like a second Mario there. But
Or just a Cappy.
I mean, Cappy's still cool. Also, the co-op. I
Yeah,
mean,
that
it's
was
not a bad co-op.
crazy. Yeah, no, it's
But
good, but there's potential to mess with each other a lot.
yeah, I would love to see just a second Mario there racing in real time. Even Ghosts would be awesome. Like
Kind of like Dark
Mario
Souls.
3D World.
Oh, that, yeah.
You know, something more relevant.
Wait, 3D World of Ghosts?
In Mario 3D World,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
on
of
the
Land.
Wii U.
No, that was Land, wasn't it? Oh, maybe you're right.
Wii U is World, 3D World,
Okay.
with the cats and everything.
Yeah.
And that game, all of your friends along with non-friends, just if you were on the Miiverse, their ghosts would random ghosts would always be thrown on there as long as you were online.
I don't know why I never knew that.
Yeah, I mean, I played and replayed that game. But yeah, Mario Odyssey Balloon World is pretty awesome. You go and talk. It's Luigi's Balloon World, I think is the actual title for it. Luigi shows up in every level somewhere, near the beginning of near where the Odyssey will drop you off. You talk to him, and he'll introduce you to it at first, and you'll go through 2 tutorials that tell you basically there's 2 modes: hiding a balloon mode, and then finding. There's hide it and find it. That's what they're called. Hide it involves you just within, I don't know, like 45 seconds, I think you have, from the point where Luigi is, run somewhere that's sneaky, hard to get to, just somewhere where you think other people will not find this particular balloon. Dump it off, and then as long as you're online playing the Mario Odyssey, you'll get an update on whether people have found the balloon, people are trying to get the balloon, if they failed to get it. And the more people that try it and fail, the more points or coins that balloon becomes worth. And so once somebody finally does pop it, you do get a certain amount of coins for having just played and having it out there, having people try.
Yeah, I've seen people getting like 12,000 coins from people looking for their balloons.
Yeah, I have yet to do a whole lot of hiding it. I tried a whole lot of finding it, which is exactly what it sounds like, the opposite mode where you go and find the balloons. That is pretty damn fun, but it kind of I wish there was something more to the presentation, I guess, when you find them. And like, I kind of wish it was presented almost like any of the other moons. It seems a little less exciting than I want it to be.
Yeah.
Then there's the going through the conversation after you find each balloon, like while you're leveling up and being rewarded. It's like, I feel like I wish that was streamlined a little. I don't like having to tap at a certain pace to see all this stuff. But I mean, the mode itself is a pretty damn cool idea. It's pretty fun. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. It just wasn't. I like it. There's no real problem with it. It's a solid game mode. Oh, except for one big problem I saw right away, and I'm really disappointed that Nintendo didn't preempt it with
something.
something.
About Out of Bounds?
Say again?
Out of Bounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that those are open to everybody right now because they aren't patched up or anything like that. Like in New Donk City, I go in there and everybody's using the scooter to break the boundaries of the buildings and dump balloons in there. So it's like, yeah, okay, so this guy's gonna get a bunch of coins because not everybody knows how to do that, including myself. I didn't really ever take any interest in. I don't often take interest in trying to get good at glitches and stuff. But whatever. Well, if they patch that out and maybe I don't know how you make it more competitive or give it an additional competitive mode outside of the coins, but I don't know. I was really excited about it, and for some reason after playing it, a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like it was just a neat trick to try it, and then I mean, you're not going to get much more out of it than that.
Like, yeah, I'm not all that excited to put Mario Kart. I mean, the Mario Odyssey cartridge back into the Switch, and I wanted this mode to be something that would do that.
Yeah. Well, maybe the next time they add something, it'll be more substantial.
Maybe,
Because I
hopefully.
mean, they've been pretty good about DLC. Like even with Zelda, when they announced they were going to be doing the season pass with the two, like
They did a really good 2-in-1 discount where it costs less for getting everything at once, and then they split them both off very well.
well, plus and then you'd immediately get those 3 chests with like a Nintendo Switch shirt,
Yeah,
like, and then well, not just that, but like even just letting people know like this is this is what's going to be coming out with Mario Odyssey. Like we've only heard about the Balloon World and nothing else, which has me kind of worried. Because I want to hear that they're going to be adding another world or something, but they haven't said anything. So it's like,
there was a lot in that one though. The 820 moons and like
that's true.
It tricks you into thinking the game's done like 7 times.
Well, but then look at Zelda, where it's like this massive game, and they're like, no, we got some more stuff for you, and they had the Trial of the Sword and the Champion's Ballad and Master Mode. It's like that is a lot.
I can't understand your argument. It didn't leave me so much worried just considering how much was in the game. Not to say using the same comparison because Zelda was loaded to the brim with stuff to do as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I guess I'm a little bit less expectant out of Mario Odyssey because what other Mario Odyssey game how many Mario games do you ever expect actually get updates, patches, DLCs?
Yeah.
This would be the first one that this is the first one that got DLC ever, right?
I mean, Super Mario 3D, no, New Super Mario Brothers U had the Luigi version.
They had that expansion.
But then that was also a standalone thing anyway, so it's like, take it either way. But as for 3D Marios, this is the first one I think they got anything after the initial release,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad that they're not as it's like be sensitive with Mario Odyssey. Let's really test out and be careful with what we're gonna add, what we're gonna change.
Yeah,
because you guys had something damn near perfect with Odyssey. So I don't know. I think maybe I appreciate the sensitivity and the slowness to add more stuff to it. Though, yeah, any goddamn new worlds at all would be welcome. I will pay up the. I would love. If they can, if it's episodic new worlds, little by little they just add a couple new worlds, or if it's if they end up doing a Mario Odyssey 2 that is essentially also downloadable to Mario Odyssey 1, that would also totally be fine with me.
Well, because even Isle Delfino is on the globe,
right?
And I would love to revisit that place.
Yeah.
But yeah,
getting to do like the entirety of other games in this engine, that might be something I would like to do as well.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
imagine if you could go through all of Mario 64, but as a new Mario.
That would be crazy.
That'd be pretty
probably
intense.
A little broken.
I think so. I'm pretty sure there are spots where it would be broken, but it'd be still. I would really love it if official from Nintendo. It's like, all right, cool. New DLC is Mario 64.
That would be That I mean, they already have the skin.
Yeah.
So.
I was a little surprised to see that you were checking this game out right here. Go ahead.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure 2.
He freaking loved it.
It's amazing. No, you're talking about RIME?
Yes.
Why are you surprised that I tried RIME?
Well, specifically, you did it on Switch, right?
No, I did it on PS4, and I streamed it to the channel.
Okay, never mind. How was that?
Yeah, I heard Switch had some problems with the game.
A lot of frame rate issues, stuttering. It was supposed to. I think RIME was supposed to be a big deal specifically on Switch.
I did hear that they're patching that, and that I think they've released some fixes for it.
Let's hope so, because it looks beautiful.
Yeah, and it is beautiful. It's like a cel shaded, almost kind of game about a kid on an island who's chasing somebody with a red robe, and there's a lot of puzzles. Some of them are very easy to solve. Some of them are challenging and I got a sense of achievement when I solved it. And then the others were like, I missed something, a small detail, and so I didn't bother looking there again for a little bit, and so then it took me a little while to figure it out. But overall, the game was fun. It's very short, though. There's 5 main levels. I beat it, I think, in 5 hours.
Okay.
And man, that ending.
I guess those are nice, manageable chunks.
It is a very powerful story. The ending is very sad.
It hits you?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
More than I thought it would, but damn. And because of the light cell shading that they're using, the kid...
who, I'm just glad he's still getting work after The Last Guardian.
Yeah. He's very expressive.
Okay.
And
Up.
I think that's kind of what sells it, because I don't want to say too much, but there are expressions that he shows on his face that you feel like deep inside because of how beautiful the game is and how those graphics really bring it out, I think.
The aesthetics really help to convey what the emotional content of his faciular face.
Yes, yeah, it's really good. I don't want to say too much. It's only 5 hours. But there is a lot of collectibles to find, and it's like $20, I think. Maybe
is there any combat in that game, or is it more like
One of them is like the only combat you'll find is kind of a puzzle thing.
Okay.
Oh no, not really. No.
So it is walking around, and then there are puzzles or things.
Well, okay, so you do get attacked by maybe 2 or 3 different things in the game,
but you need to avoid them.
Avoid them or use certain puzzle elements to deal with them.
Okay.
I
get you.
Yeah. But it's a fun game. The story's great. The music, oh man. So
music was good?
There's like this song that the kid's humming. Mm-hmm. Like if you tap triangle or the touchpad on PS4, he'll either shout or he'll hum. The shouting is kind of a tool to be used sometimes, but other times he can, like if you don't need it at all, he'll just be humming. And I think he's humming to the songs in the background because they are like beautiful, again, heart-wrenching songs that you can hear. It's all instrumental stuff.
Okay.
And I feel like part of it's hidden in the game because in the list of collectibles, there's 6 parts of a lullaby that I never found any part of. But at the end of the game, in the credits, you're hearing the song, but somebody's singing in Spanish.
That's Earthbound.
But in Spanish to it. And yeah, that song is very like, this whole game is just like it wrecks your emotions.
Are we talking Spain Spanish or
no? I think it's like
Mexico Spanish.
Yeah,
crazy. This is making me a little bit more interested.
I think the people that made this Tequila Works or something.
They're from okay. That would.
So I mean, I don't know
sense.
like exactly where, but like it doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the thank yous and stuff in the credits were some were in English, some were Spanish. And then just looking at the characters, at first I thought they were Greek, but it does make sense to me that they are Hispanic in some way. So, yeah, the game it's good. It's really good, and it's a short experience you should try. I think anybody who likes story-driven games, it's a little hard to follow a bit at first, but again, like the pieces kind of start falling into place as you're going through it, and yeah, it just makes you feel things. So try it out. It's very good.
When I first checked this game out, like when I first saw previews of it and everything, yeah, it looked beautiful. I think we were talking
about it back then too.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And because we were looking at indie games, I think, and I think that might have been specifically something about it. I don't know. We looked at it, we saw it, and yeah, we both had good things to say about just the way it was looking and everything, the aesthetic. Yeah, and I heard about all the problems with the Switch. I don't know why I didn't follow up on it to know that it was going to be on other systems, because I still want to give it a try.
Yeah, I think it came to the other systems before, like a while before Switch. Yeah. So I mean, that's why I tried it on PS4.
I was holding out for Switch, then heard about the problems.
Okay. Yeah, I think hopefully they're fixed now. So look into it some more and see if they are. Into the Breach. I've been playing Into the Breach. That is a game from the people that made Faster Than Light FTL. That's a game where you're flying a spaceship and you have to use your crew and all of your tools. A spaceship
management simulator.
Kind of. You're fighting, so you have to manage your weapons, your shield, your engines and captain and it's a whole fun,
but
amazing
it's
thing.
all from a
Top
kind of
down.
top down kind of RTS-y style
Yes,
thing.
and you can even pause the action to kind of like plan your stuff and then restart it to like have all the actions carry out. It's very fun. It's very cool. This game has a lot of the same vibes, but it's not in space. You're instead a time traveling pilot going back to before the world is destroyed. You have a team of 3 mechs, and you're defending 4 islands from these bugs called the VEK, VEK. Um, and at first you start with a basic team where you have a robot that can punch things, one that like is a tank and can shoot from far away, and another one that's a mortar that can push enemies back when it shoots them. And the idea of the game is the enemies will plan out their attacks. You get your turn to disrupt those attacks, either move them, kill them, block them somehow so they don't destroy towns. If they destroy too many towns, then you lose. But you can push an enemy so that he's attacking his ally, uh, and a bunch of other things too, because there are some hazards in some levels. Like there's floods coming in, so this entire like row of tiles will get swallowed by the ocean. If there's bugs on there, they'll die. But it's just the way that action goes. Like the music is very reminiscent of FTL. It's very good. The action is fun, and in between levels, you can get these batteries that upgrade your kind of like upgrading your engine in FTL. You get these batteries to upgrade your energy capacity, which you can then use to give your mech more health, more movement, or your weapons. So like the guy that can punch a bug, instead of punching it outright, he'll have to walk over to it and punch it. But if you upgrade it, you can have him dash across the map to just slam into
In
them.
one, okay.
Yeah, so he can dash any number of squares in a straight line. So his movement is no longer really an issue if you can get a line of sight on them.
It seems like this game places a very very high importance on placement
Yes.
and being able to shift people around as opposed to straight up direct attacking. And also when you say that there's like some hazards like flooding and things like that, it seems like it's also very be aware of the environment, be aware of where you can move.
Yeah.
And that's more important than actually being able to just straight up hit your enemy.
Pretty much, because as I was telling you earlier, at first I was trying to kill these bugs. You only have to survive a certain number of turns in each map. So usually the goal is like just don't die. I was trying to kill them or avoid their attacks. I wasn't playing it right. But once I realized, okay, I don't have to necessarily. I can take damage just as long as I don't take too much. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'll like.
Health is something you have to play with.
Kind of, yeah. So I one time, I'll occasionally will just take a shot from an enemy if it protects the city behind me. Because
you're a hero and a good person.
Well, because the cities give you battery power, and if you run out of that, then it's game over.
Oh.
But yes, I'm a hero. It's funny that you mentioned that you have to move the enemies because you start with a team of 3, but there are 9 other teams that you can buy. And so one of them is just straight up like one of your big robot will, instead of punching them, he'll just like flip them over his back. Or you have people that can just shove people away from them in all 4 directions because it's on a grid. So it's cool using all these attacks and changing your strategy based on what team you decide to take with you. And then by the time the game's over, whether you win or lose, you get to pick one of your surviving pilots to send back in time, basically to start over. So if you can get somebody maxed out, like they get bonuses every time they level up, which is, I think, twice. So at first it's just a normal pilot, then you get like extra health or movement or an extra battery power that pilot just inherently brings with him. So then if you can level him up all the way, you can just send him back in time and you have a stronger mech, one of the 3 at least, just from the outset, which is very helpful in the long run. And then on top of which, you occasionally you in a map you'll find a time pod gets sent back, so you have to either defend it or pick it up so the bugs don't kill it. You can find supplies in there, but sometimes you'll find a pilot. And on top of like being able to use that pilot for the rest of that campaign, you can also then use him from the start next time. The game is like
because it's traveling through time and has
exactly,
no problem
yeah,
with fitting that actual in there in the plot.
Yeah, it's really fun and the game is beautiful. Like it's all like pixelated graphics, but they know what they're doing. Like compared to like FTL, which is, I mean, it's not really as not to say noticeable, but these are smaller figures than FTL, but these mechs that are like at an isometric bird's eye view kind of thing, they look great, and everything is just, the game is beautiful.
Cool.
Not in the RIME way, but like it definitely feels like you are defending this world from bugs, and it's fun as hell.
I need to give it a try.
You should. I think it's like $15. Not too much at all. It's on Steam. I don't know if it'll come to iOS because I think FTL did, but yeah, I don't know.
That's fun times playing those games. We got a couple of upcoming releases. As usual, they don't stop coming. I don't know if you know that.
Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop?
Yeah.
Wednesday, February 28th, we got Perfect Angle on PS4 and PC. Bridge Constructor Portal, which is coming out on Switch on Xbox. Air Hockey coming out to Switch. Rift Star Raiders. I love that name.
That name's cool, right? I don't know what the game is.
Rift Star Raiders.
Yeah.
Xbox and PC. I now don't want it. Deep Rock Galactic for Xbox. Darkest Dungeon and Crimson Edition also on the Xbox One. And sorry, when I say Xbox, I do specifically mean Xbox One. Switch or Die Trying is not on the Switch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
As that's on Xbox One. Thursday, March the 1st, we got SEUM, Speedrunners from Hell. What?
It released on something last week, and it's coming to PS4.
Does it mean speedrunners as in just there are people who run fast in the game?
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Okay, there's Bridge Constructor Portal on PS4. Comes out the day after or the day before. Yeah, day before on the other two systems. Yeah. Ball Boy for PS4. I believe that is already out on other systems. I know it's out on Switch. Totes the Goat out on Switch. Mulaka Switch. Detention. Subsurface Circular. Paper Wars, Cannon Fodder, and A Whole New World. All of those out on Switch. Arcade Archives Star Force, because everyone's asking for more Arcade Archive games. Everybody wants some. ACA Neo Geo. Sengoku 2 on the Switch. Damascus Gear. Operation Tokyo is also on Switch. All of those last three all have a colon in their name. So yeah, Damascus Gear, Operation Tokyo, also out on Switch. Little Triangle, Packet Queen, is that number sign? Hashtag?
Number, hashtag, or pound sign, I don't know.
Packet Queen, pound sign. Packet Queen, hashtag. I don't know which one of those it could be.
Packet Queen number.
But it's on Switch, and A Normal Lost Phone, speaking of pound signs, is also going to be on Switch, which, I mean, that doesn't sound like an exciting game. It's just about a normal lost phone.
I think you find a phone, and that's like an adventure game, is like interacting with the person who actually owns it or something.
You know, that is a cool title for that.
That's just a normal lost phone. What are you talking about?
That next day on March the 2nd, Friday, The Story Goes On for Xbox One. Shopkeep, Mulaka, Turok 1 and 2 Remastered. All of those are on Xbox One. Super Toy Cars is on Switch. Is that just trying to piggyback off of Cars?
It's just Micro Machines, probably. I don't know.
Super Toy Cars. That's weird. And Saturday, no, obviously nothing. Sunday, nothing. Monday. Tuesday, we have, on March 6th, we have Frantics for PS4. Bravo Team for PlayStation VR. TT Isle of Man? Is it called TT?
Yeah, it's like a bike racing game.
Okay. TT Isle of Man, right on the edge.
Like,
all right.
I mean, like motorcycle, not like, it looked like a motocross game. I don't know what any of that is, but yeah.
TT Isle of Man. All right. PS4 and Xbox One. Way of the Passive Fist, PS4 and PC.
It sounds like pacifist.
Passive Fist. I hope that it's a joke.
Yeah, I hope that
that would be a really cool, clever joke.
That would be a cool mechanic in the game. Where
if it's actually about a man who's like, no, it has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be a joke. That's kind of cool. DJ Max Respect on PS4. I'm assuming that's going to be a music game.
I hope so. Music games are always, well, not always, but they're usually fun.
Final Fantasy 15, both Royal Edition and Windows Edition, coming out on PS4 and Xbox. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Windows Edition is on PS4.
Yeah, right.
Scribblenauts Showdown, PS4, Xbox, and Switch. That's going to make it multiplayer, like competitive multiplayer for the first time.
Whoa,
yeah,
we need
like
to get that.
One versus another. Fear Effect Sedna? Is that Fear Effect related to the Fear Effect from like years ago, from like a decade ago?
I think so.
That's pretty awesome. I need to look into that for PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And then the last game here is just simply titled North for Xbox One and Switch.
Cool. Any of those that you're looking forward to?
A couple of those have awesome titles. What was it? The Ridgeway Raider? Or...
Rift Rock Raiders or something?
That's
Rift
the
Wave.
only game I want to play for the rest of my life. No, I want to give Scribblenauts another try. Last time I tried it was way back on the DS.
I'm thinking of Drawn to Life, maybe.
I might be thinking of that.
I don't know.
But, yeah. Drawn to Life was their first foray.
Was it the same people?
Yeah, level 5 games, or I think that's what they're called, level 5 games.
Yeah.
That was their first game, and then after that they did Scribblenauts. Yeah, I was a little disappointed both in myself and the game when I first played it.
Why?
Because once I saw that black hole was a solution to I could literally throw a black hole at anything in the game. It's like, there's no point to this anymore.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Yes.
You can also summon Cthulhu.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a big thing. You give him a clown hat and stuff.
Funny Cthulhu.
Stupid.
You're my I don't want to say slave. What is it?
I don't know. There's no great way to say that.
Do my bidding.
There you go. Paper Wars Cannon Fodder for the Switch on I want to try that because that sounds cool. Hopefully it doesn't look completely boring.
Is that the one that is basically that tank game where you're shooting at angles, but it's like 4 players, right?
Oh.
Have you seen this game at all yet? Paper Wars?
No.
I think that's what it is.
Huh. Maybe then I might be less interested in it then. Totes the Goat?
You know, I wanted to play Bold Boy back on Switch when I saw it was on there. It's it looks like a point and click adventure.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
I still don't understand the massive amount of arcade archives, the old retro games. But
honestly,
whatever.
the only old games we care about is like the Virtual Console. So
yeah, where
Nintendo,
are those?
Come on, get it together. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really too crazy about any of these.
I want to see Super Toy Cars. What's up with that?
It's on a Friday though, so that's not Thursday, so Switch doesn't think much of it either, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's where those big whole bunch of games come out.
They just release everything on Thursdays. Anyway, so that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you guys, everybody, for listening. This has been GameGO, the GameGO podcast, where we talk about video games and whatever else we want. I'm Sonorith.
I'm H8BitHero.
Yeah.
I almost missed that cue.
You did a little bit.
Almost missed it.
Anyway, if you have any questions for us, you want to hear us talk about it on the show, you hear a story that made you so mad you just have to tell somebody, please email us at gamegopodcast.com. GameGoPodcast@gmail.com. If you want to see our YouTube channel or Twitter or Twitch, go to GameGoPodcast.com. In the corner, there is a Find Us At drop-down menu, and all of our links are on there. I think there's Facebook, too. So, yeah. Thank you guys for listening. It's been good serving you guys, talking about video games and all the new stuff coming out. And we will see you guys next week.
Fun time. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Ooh.